reports, we ask the leaders of the various ministries and small groups at Highview to fill out this kind of questionnaire. And what that does is gives the elders a sense of not only how our leaders are doing themselves, but also kind of a broader picture of how the church is doing as well. And this month, in our monthly ministry reports that we sent to the leaders, we asked them this fill in the blank question, and it went like this: the most difficult part of all of this for me right now is fill in the blank. And of course, by all this, we mean our current COVID realities. Whether it's case counts or public health restrictions or being sick or being alone, all those things. And while people had, of course, individual answers based on what was particularly difficult for them, we found that there was a lot of overlap. And I think what people are expressing, not just in the ministry reports, but even kind of more broadly, is this frustration around not having a choice. It's kind of like we woke up one day in March of 2020 and the world had changed, and it hasn't been the same since. I know that even for myself personally, I've been feeling worn out and low and just done with all of this recently. Like you, I did not sign up for this. And feeling like we are helpless to change the things that are happening to us, especially when they're difficult or horrible things, is a really significant part of trauma. It's a big component of trauma. But the reverse is also true. Feeling like there are things we can do to change our situations can also be a really significant part of that journey toward healing. And all of this makes me think a little bit of this passage from the Bible, from Deuteronomy 30. And basically what's happening for the Israelites is that they've been wandering in the desert for a long time, and they now have this opportunity to renew their covenant with God. So Moses lays the whole thing out for them, what God will do for them, and then what they are to do in response to all the things that God promises them. And then he says this, Moses says, "I have set before you life and death, blessings and curses. Now choose life so that you and your children may live." Choose life. There's so much that we are experiencing these days that we have absolutely no control over. But that's not true for everything. And I wonder, in these semi-lockdown sorts of days, what choices can we make right now, today, in this moment, that is a choice towards life rather than death? Maybe it's just the choice to go for a walk rather than doom scrolling on the internet. Maybe it's the choice to ask a friend for prayer rather than using. Or maybe it's the choice, and this is my reality and my kind of full disclosure moment this week, maybe it's the choice to phone a friend rather than tuck into that 1 kilo bag of M&Ms you got for Christmas. There's so much right now that we did not sign up for. But I believe even in the midst of all of this, first of all, that God's not abandoned us. And secondly, that God is giving us opportunities even right now to choose life. What's your choose life moment?